Welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with Connie. So this week I'm doing another shape compliant meal. So this is going to be a 1 skillet meal, easy to do. I've chopped up a couple pounds of my chicken breast. I just sprayed my Hexaclan non-stick pan with a little bit of olive oil spray. And we're going to just start this up. We're just going to start cooking it. So we'll put this in. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding some seasonings to the chicken while it's cooking. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons.
On your.
We're going to do 2 tablespoons of our garlic. We're going to put a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to do a teaspoon of our Flavor Gods Italian zest, teaspoon of the garlic lovers, and then a teaspoon of the onion powder. We're going to throw that all in here together, and then we're just going to keep sauteing that up, and then we'll come back and show you what our next steps will be with this dish. All right, guys, we have got the chicken cooked with all the seasonings and stuff. It really smells yummy. And what I've done is I've just put 2 cups of my bone broth, chicken bone broth, in the pan. And then what I'm going to do is add the rest of my ingredients. So we're going to add some spinach in here. I'm probably going to do about half of this box of spinach. Spinach is going to add some, it doesn't really add a lot of flavor, but it'll add nutrients. It'll add some color to make it look more attractive. Start sauteing that in there. And what I have done over here is I have whipped up a cup of cottage cheese, so that's going to be added to it. And I got a cup of my manchego cheese that we're going to add to this. And then we're going to do, I did 2 bags of rice cauliflower that I have already cooked. So I put it in the microwave for 6 minutes and I wrung out the extra fluid that was in there, the water, in a cheesecloth, so that we're not going to end up with a really watery mixture. So I found that doing that with the rice cauliflower is really good whenever you're cooking it in stuff, and that way you end up with a much better consistency with it. So I'll go ahead and add our rice cauliflower. So the original recipe that I've kind of taken this from had another pasta in here. So basically what we're doing is a low-carb version of that. Like I said, with a few variations on it because that's just how I kind of do things. All right, put that there. Let's add our cottage cheese mixture here. See how creamy that is when you just put that in the NutriBullet, blend it up. So you get a nice creamy cottage cheese. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and add a cup of manchego, which is the sheep cheese. So I already had some of it grated at home. Just going to basically heat all this stuff up. I think we're going to go put a little more Italian zest in this part of the mixture. A teaspoon of that in there. I think I'll also put a little bit of the garlic lovers in it too. So we're basically just going to cook this on medium heat for a little bit, kind of get that to heat up, soften the spinach, and then we'll add back in our chicken to it. So we'll be back in just a little bit and kind of show you how we finish this product out. All right, guys, here is our finished product. So this is a creamy chicken garlic, chef-approved 1-dish veggie meal. So you got your veggies, your chicken, and this is absolutely delicious. If you like Italian, this is going to give you that kind of that flavor. Remember, we used Italian zest in here. If you want a little spicier, put a little red pepper flake. You could also chop up some different vegetables if you wanted mushrooms or peppers in it. So there's just a lot of variation you could do with this to make this your own creation. But Add this to your list of shape-approved meals that you can add and have just a little bit of different variety to your diet. So remember to like, share, subscribe to Cooking with Connie for all your gluten-free, sugar-free cooking needs. And we'll see you soon. Remember this week, make some good choices.